You crazy mother...
Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. Season 9 has come to an end. It's been emotional. We've seen things we never thought possible. But how many Easter eggs did you spot over the season? I found 30 Easter eggs and a few memes to go with that too. Remember, at 1 million subscribers I will reveal my ugly face to you. So if you're new around here, think about pressing subscribe. Anyway, that's enough begging. Let's do this. Season 9 began on May 9th and ran until August 1st, 2019, making it the longest season in Fortnite history. The theme was the future, with major parts of the map redesigned to look neon and all shiny new. We even saw fidget spinners in the sky. But what about those Easter eggs? Let's start this season with the online store. Recognize this emote? This is the new Work It emote, which so happens to be taken from a meme involving a security guard having an impromptu dance with a team mascot. Yeah, that's a real thing. Damn it, he's got moves, you gotta admit it. Another internet phenomenon known as the crab rave somehow made it into Fortnite. How the heck do we explain this one? Simple, we don't, we just enjoy the stupidity. The most toxic emote in Fortnite dropped this season, the deep dab. It looks like the first person to immortalize this on YouTube was jacksfilms, and when you line them both up, yeah, the similarities are uncanny. Remember the Howard the Alien meme? Well, for a while there it took over the internet, and just as the Area 51 memes returned, Fortnite introduced Howard the Alien into Fortnite, known as the extraterrestrial emote. Another meme which refuses to die is the fork knife. First, a mobile kitchen arrived in Fortnite inspired by the Twitter meme of a girl trying to impress her boyfriend by playing Fortnite and getting its name wrong. This then became a quarry in Season 8, forever immortalized. And finally, in Season 9, we literally have harvesting tools, which are a fork and knife. I gotta admit, I still tweet out my videos with a Fortnite emoji, so I'm part of this problem. Okay, over to the Battle Pass. Let's look at the first character. This is Rox. Immediately, she was claimed by Twitch streamer Loserfruit due to the logo matching hers and a loose resemblance to her appearance.
What the fruit? What?
That's gotta be for you.
But that's only one part of the character design. The aesthetics are taken from two other areas. One of those is a children's TV program named Abby Hatcher, who keeps fuzzy pets. I half expected that thing to show up as a new back bling, maybe next season. The final character reference becomes obvious when Rox levels up. See the resemblance? This has to be Tracer inspired from Overwatch, right?
Don't worry, loves. Cavalry's here.
The second character unlocked right away is Sentinel, who most of us called Robot Chicken immediately. If you know Adult Swim, you'll see why. In that Robot Chicken series, there are two versions of that mother clucker, a white one and a black one. And yeah, the black version is in the Battle Pass too. But that link is too tenuous, so let's break it down. The Sentinel's design closely follows Gundam designs, and in particular the tall geese. By the way, both of these mecha chickens live in space. Foreshadowing for Season 10 maybe? Speaking of Sentinel, back in the trailer for Season 9, when he ripped open the bunker doors, did you get an Ironman vibe? I really did. Marvel and Epic are big fans of one another, so this is likely an intended nod to Tony Stark. Hey, we've moved on to movie references, so let's stick with them for a while. Also in the trailer, a passing blimp overhead looks to be a reference to another Tony. This time, Tony Montana from Scarface, and his drive to be the king of the underworld. In Scarface, a blimp flies overhead and gives Tony some great advice. The world is yours. Here in Fortnite, the same thing happens, but the future is ours. Back in the Battle Pass, there is a piece of music which is in reference to Blade Runner. I can't play the real music because I'll be instantly claimed, so I'll tell you about Blade Runner instead. Blade Runner is a film set in the future as humans are being replaced by androids. Spotting replicants is a career path, and killing them is Harrison Ford's job. In fact, the character Demi in the Battle Pass looks to be part android. First, her arm has been removed, replaced with technology. If you played Deus Ex, you'll recognise this version of the future as everyday people augment their bodies. Cyberpunk 2077 will release soon. Play that if that sounds like a cool premise to you. Demi's red arm could also be a nod to Iron Man again, or what about Snake's arm in Metal Gear Solid 5? There is definite similarities. Every season we get a new throwable, a new chuckable. This season, it was some sort of disc. Did you know that that is taken from the sci-fi movie Tron? I reckon you already know about the Tron bikes, but the Tron discs are a little less known. But welcome to the future. Ooh, let's quickly immortalize some of these people who use code Adamaru when buying stuff in the shop. Please think about using my code when you grab next season's Battle Pass, I'd really appreciate it. But of course, this is a two-way street. What do you want in return for using my code? Let me know and I'll try and make it happen. No pressure, you be you, but thanks once again if you've ever supported me. GG. So the real John Wick joined us in season 9. What a breathtaking guy. Not only did John show up, but so did his house. It's really close to the original. His car is here too, and in that basement, his loot stash for being a professional assassin. Even the place he stays on business trips is here in Tilted, the Continental. I love these touches, these crossover events, they're so well done. And there was another one at the end of season 9 from Stranger Things. From day one, we all noticed that the ice cream parlour in the mega mall called Scoops Ahoy was taken directly from the Stranger Things show. But it wasn't until the final week of the season that the doors to the Upside Down appeared. Pretty cool crossover. Oh, music lovers, did you pick up the Chuck Berry inspired emote in the shop? It's damn good, isn't it? We definitely need to get 100 people doing this emote in a match. Are you up for doing that with me? Right, rock and roll in the comments below, and if we get 100 people, we will make that video. Before I get too sidetracked, let's go over to Tilted and the changed cityscape. But did you notice the banana stand? Well, back in season 4, I said this. The chicken emote is taken from Arrested Development, a US situation comedy. One day we may see the banana stand too. And here it is. In Arrested Development, the banana stand has $250,000 hidden inside. Have you found it in Fortnite yet? Around Tilted, puns appeared in the shape of signs and advertisements. For example, the Double Plump restaurant is a reference to double pump shotguns which ruined the game in the early days. The Turtle Inn Hotel is a nod to the thing we all do when under fire. We all turtle inside a structure. Later in the season, posters appeared preparing us for the live event. These were designed to look like World War II posters. The We Can Do It story is there to inspire the female workforce, and the duck and cover images are remade, which were actually there to prepare children for bombing runs. Be thankful we don't live in those times. Speaking of the event, which I'll play in full at the end of the video, the final battle, the robot versus the monster. You probably made the link to the Power Rangers, right? With the different parts of the mech being different characters. Well, those who are a little bit older will know that that mech is more akin to Voltron. Ultimately the same as the Power Rangers, but he has a kick-ass sword like this too. By the way, if you ever get into an argument about Voltron versus the Power Rangers, throw in this tidbit. Voltron actually started out as Go Lion over in Japan, but after middling sales, the footage was sold to an American company who re-edited it and made Voltron. Was that interesting? It was interesting to me. The battle itself takes cues from the mega fights in the Pacific Rim movies. Honestly, if you watch them side by side, you'll be surprised how similar they are. It's uncanny. Before we finish, there's a few little things around the map which are worth noticing. Did you see that Old Man Truckosaurus has been updated? He actually has a sword, which must be a cue to the final battle. It was here the whole time. GG Fortnite developers. The same thing can be said for the pool of water in Tilted. I originally thought this looked like a spaceship, foreshadowing space travel in season 10. But look again, it was shaped like a sword the whole time. Hidden in plain sight yet again. Damn it, that's really good design. Flush Factory returned in season 9 as a nod to the OG factory, which was crushed by the incoming iceberg all those seasons ago. Oh, and have you noticed that the house in Westworld continues to have more chairs thrown in it each week? It's so strange, what could this mean? And one final piece of brilliance. Remember the old retail row? There was a big fish that we could do this under. Yeah, I loved it, I really did. Well, after the volcano hit that town, the big fish was thought to be burned to a crisp, but it was still here all along. Looking southwest of the mega mall, it can be found still in one piece, but it's embedded in a house. But the best thing of all, it still works. So there we have it. What secrets and Easter eggs did I miss this season? Please let me know in the comments below and I'll put them in next season's video. I shall leave you with the final event of the season, the fight for the power core at Loot Lake, the final battle. If you need a story breakdown, I will link one now, but if not, I'll see you next season instead. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. Thank you if you use code Adamaru. F you if you don't. I'm kidding, don't unsubscribe. See ya.